Hi guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Samantha Izundu if you are new here, and we have our latest project pan update. I've had a very successful month. I have finished slash hit pan on 5 products. 5 products. 2 products I have like 1 to 2 uses left, so I'm calling it a day. I usually just go down on my list, my very professional list, as you can see. In no particular order, when I have something that I've panned, I will show you the product I'm replacing it with. So we're gonna start with my Nudestix blush. So that is this, it's a mini. I have a very runny nose today, just like watery. This is the Nudestix Nudies All Over Face color. I have the shade Sunkissed, and it's a little mini. You can see that I have used some. And then there's not a lot in the whole product. This is all that I have left, but if we have a look, I've basically got pretty consistent progress. So this is where I'm at now. This is the distance I have. So every month is just a tiny bit. I do use this, but you know, it's a product that kind of lasts long. My Mecca Highlight, I have taken pictures. We are now at, last update, we're at 40. Okay, now no. I don't know why, but I was weighing it with the lid, and to take a picture, you want to see the progress in the picture with the weight. So last update was 47.37. Then it went down to like 46 something. I think I took a picture of it, so I'll show you. And then I took another weight, and I'm going to start measuring it from that now on, which is 40.92. Yeah, we lost 0.53 grams. We lost half a gram of this tiny little product. I've been using this quite a lot actually. I will go through and tell you what I am wearing today. What have I already done? I'm not wearing this blush today. Where is it? I'll put it on. I'm not wearing this blush today. I am wearing this. I've been wearing this a lot. I really like it. It's a really subtle glow highlight. So this is, I didn't even mention, the Mecca Cosmectics and Light and Lit from Within Illuminating Balm. It only contains 3 mils of product, so we're doing pretty well. And this is an Australian brand, if you're not Australian watching this. And I've got a good big dent in there. I use my finger predominantly, it's just easiest. And I pretty much only use it here and the tiniest bit on my nose. And it's just really nice. I really like it, so I enjoy using that. Then we have my Lime Crime Blush. I am deeming this one done. So we were at 14.09 last fortnight. Now we're at 13.32, and that is all that I have left. So I've got 1 to 2 uses of this left. I am using it today. It's a very natural blush, and I'm calling this a day. And it's broken and it's annoying. I'm so glad to have finished it. And that's going to be TerraCycled. And to replace it, I'm going in, this was like a cream to powder formula, but it kind of felt like a cream. It didn't really go to powder. It was a weird formula. I'm actually going to put a powder one in because I have the Nudestix cream one. This is no longer exists. I like to put in project pan products that no longer exist or they're a bit older. That way I'm getting use out of them that I can't usually use on camera. So this is the Savvy by DB, which is the Priceline brand, Australian. This is the Sweet Treats Cheek Frosting. I have the shade Burnt Sugar, and I haven't used this a lot. I got this for like $2 on clearance, but I bought it because of the shade. It is the most incredible shade. I love using it, and it's really nice for fair to light skin. If you want a neutral blush for fair to light skin. I don't know why I'm trying to promote this, you can't even buy it. This starting weight, where am I, is 20.73 grams. And my goal is to hit pan. It's not a huge pan, how many? 3.6 grams. So that's quite a small blush, I think. Smaller than this one. So yeah, let's see how we go. I haven't used it a lot because like I said, I can't use it on camera. But I really, really love it. And with Project Pan, I like products that are good to use for every day, because then I tend to use them when I'm not on camera, just like as a day-to-day basis. So yes, let's add this one in. I'm super, super excited to have this one. My Laura Mercier pencil. So we're getting shorter and shorter. This is the shade Plumberry, and I will show you, it's pretty consistent. We had a really big month there, but this is where we are now. So not a lot. That's it, it's just a lip pencil. I use it as the main one, but sometimes it doesn't suit everything that I do. Next we have the Hey Glisten Highlight. So I use this pretty much every time I do makeup in my inner corner and on my brow bone. I don't really use it as a traditional highlight. I tend to use the other balm a lot more. I just really like the way that this looks in my inner corner and brow bone, and this brand doesn't exist anymore. So this was 26.89 last update. Now it's at 26.83. We're looking at a pretty consistent drop. So if we went down by 0.04, then we went down by 0.06. So I have used the tiniest bit more this update. My one size powder, I had the very mini. This is like the 100.1. I have the translucent, the lightest shade, and I finished it. Totally finished it. Now, it wasn't a lot. It was 2 grams total. So the end weight of this, I started at 14.41. Now we're at 10.57. Like starting weight. So more than 2 grams. Last update was 12.68. And now we're at ending weight was 10.57. So I use like 2 grams to finish it. So that is done. I'm actually going to keep this for travel, I think. I could even put foundation in there, primer. It's the perfect size. If there's something that I want but it's too bulky, I can put it in here. So I am going to keep that. And then I'm going to replace it with my Sephora Smoothing and Brightening Powder. I don't think this exists anymore. I think they updated it. It's not exactly the same, but I think they came out with a smoothing powder, but it's like got actual coverage, not translucent. So I'm going to add this in, and I've already hit pan. So my goal is to finish this. I really, really like using this, and it is brightening, and that's why I like it. So the starting weight for this was 44.3 grams. And I'm excited to see how I go with this. My RMS brow powder, this is the back to brow. I have the shade medium. Now I hit pan in this. So I actually hit pan in 6 products, but I think I'm gonna keep it in. So I will show you what it looks like now. This is a very deep pan. As I was going through the month, I was surprised it took me so long to hit pan, but look how deep that is. It's a really, really deep pan. We were at 21.93 last update. Now we're at 21.89, so only 0.04 grams. But that makes sense because it's only a tiny, tiny amount. I think I'm gonna leave this in for another month, see how I go. I enjoy using it. I still use pencils as well when I want to. But this kind of gives me a darker brow than my natural brows. So definitely have to be in the mood for a darker brow to wear this. But yeah, I think I'll keep using it. There's just so much product in here. I don't think I'm ready to put it away. So I'm gonna keep it in, but I did hit pan. So yeah, 6 pans. 6 pans, oh yeah. My Nudestix eye pen. So this is the Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in Twilight. So I've been using this a lot. I'm wearing this today with my eyeshadow, my Project Pan eyeshadow, just pink with this, and that is it. Is there anything else I'm wearing that I didn't mention? Yes, I am wearing this today. I am wearing this today. I forget. So this, I've had good progress. I would say it's my best progress by a slight smidgen. So here it is here. I don't weigh this product, but there's the update there. And I just love this. See how it's like really natural, but I find it to be too cool toned, so I have to pair it with a warmer toned eyeshadow underneath, and I really like it. I wear this day to day. It's like, for me, I love a daily muted smoky eye, which is what I would consider this, and I love it. So I think I can definitely finish this by the end of the year. I think, or at the very least get to maybe here or something. My Maybelline lipstick. I wear this all the time, and it's like the progress is so funny. So here is my Maybelline lipstick. It's a matte lipstick in the shade Peach Buff 540, and I love this. I love the shade. It's such a beautiful shade. I'm gonna show you. It's like a pinky peach. I love it. But the progress is just absolutely minimal. It's the same every week. Here we are here. So I don't think I'll finish this year, but we could get very close to. I reckon I could hit, I could finish this year actually, if we continue on that train. You don't know. You just don't know what the year's gonna bring. My NYX other lipstick, this is the NYX Lingerie, which no longer exists, but I love it. This is the one I'm wearing today. Isn't it just the perfect plushy, neutral, but it's got a little bit of kick. Oh, I just love it. So this is the shade Push Up. I didn't use this as much as the Maybelline. So we were at 20, it's consistent use, the droppage though, 23.81 last update. Now we're at 23.79. So just 0.02. It's not a lot, which indicates, I reckon I used this 3 or 4 times. I didn't use it that much, but maybe I did. It's just, you use the tiniest amount, like you don't need a lot to get this. But you know, my starting weight 4 months ago was 24.07 grams. So not a lot of drop each month. My McQueen New York brown liner. I have pretty consistent dropping with this too. I've had, it drops, I use this a lot. I use this pretty much daily. So there it is there. And I reckon I could finish this by the end of the year too. My Smashbox Primer. This is the original photo finish. Now they have repackaged, so I want to finish this. And I use this quite a lot. This was 17.77. It only came in for the first time last month. And now we're at 15.78. So basically two whole grams. I reckon I'm about halfway if I had to guess. The Nars Cream Bronzer. I am wearing this one today as well as the powder. I am wearing this. Sorry, I am wearing this. And I use this all the time, but it doesn't really look like it. There is a bit of a dent forming, as you can see. I love this. So this came in for the first time last update at 45.61. Now we're at 44.9. So we've used about half a gram, which ain't bad because there's, how many grams in here? There's 19 grams in this. That's huge. That is huge. My Balm Take Home the Bronze Bronzer. This only came in last update too. This started at 41.39. Now we're at 40.95. So we've got 45-ish, 0.45 grams, almost half a gram. And this is a really easy bronzer. This is why I put it in. And is the Balm even a brand anymore? Do people even buy this? Can you buy this? I think it's discontinued. I think I tried to link this once and I couldn't. I think it's discontinued, but it's a bloody good bronzer. Hopefully I can get somewhere by the end of the year. Next I have my Flower Beauty Foundation. Now I think I stopped doing measurements because I just couldn't see, but I think I know where I am now. It's very hard to tell, but I think I'm like here. I think I'm like there. Now this first line I did up here was a guess, but I'm pretty sure this is a lot more accurate. So I would say I'm over halfway because it does get smaller towards the bottom. Yeah, I reckon I'm just over halfway done. But we have a weight, and I weigh this without the top. We were at 130.38 last update, which was the first time it entered. And now we're at 127.9. So used about 2.5-ish grams, under 2.5 grams. But yeah, I'm wearing this today with my next one that I'm going to talk about. I like it. It's a little bit too yellow for me, but I make it work. I like to mix it with this next one I'm going to talk about because this one's more neutral. This is the Revlon Candid Glow. I haven't used this as much. I've had this in since the beginning of the year, but I don't love it. So I tend to mix it with other foundations. It just doesn't go well with my skin chemistry, I don't think. This is the Candid Glow. I have the shade 120, and I don't weigh this, but I do have my measurement. So you can see in the beginning I was doing really well and now I'm not. But that could also be the packaging. It's a really hard one to kind of mark, but I'm very close to the end. Very, very close. But like I said, I don't use this all over my face. I use it to blend in with others, namely this one. This is the Too Faced Dew You. Now I'm calling this one a day. I've marked it up here, but basically I have just a couple of uses left. So I'm going to take this one out and replace it because I'll be done in a couple of days with this. I was so close to just like finishing it. But I really enjoyed using this. As you can see, I did use this in 4 months, and it was almost full. Like it was to here. Was it to here? But I had used it previously before that. So this was basically a full product I used in 4 months, I want to say. I'm just going to call it, which is pretty good because I use other primers as well. I have my Shop My Stash. I try new products in videos. So I don't use this every day, but I really enjoyed using it. I'm going to replace it with my other Smashbox Primer. I have 2 of the minis. This is the Photo Finish Radiance Primer. So I'd like to finish both of these just because there's new packaging, so I can't promote it. And I've actually had this one quite a while, so I would like to finish it. So my starting weight with this was 16.45 grams. Next I have my concealer. I finished my Kosas Revealer Concealer. I have the shade number 2. I scraped. So I even got a clear dot down the bottom, which was not easy to do. I really tried to use every bit of it, and I think I did. So this is done, and I think I'm gonna pound. I think I am going to just run through concealers this year, because I don't know if you're first time watching this. Last year I panned the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. It took me the whole year to finish it. So I only finished 1 concealer last year. Actually no, I finished 1 on the side, my Jouer one, but it took up, it was so big. I started at 3/4 full in my project pan. So I didn't really finish many concealers. This year, I'm gonna finish concealers. Here's one. And then I also have a lot of concealers that are a third, a quarter left. So my goal is to get those out because they're also getting older. So this one here is my L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. I have the shade Fawn 323, and this is, well, I'm going into winter here in Australia, so this will be my winter shade. It's a very full coverage, and it's quite light. Now I used to be fairer because as you get older, you do get darker. I'm still very fair, but I used to be like, what? So this used to be a good concealer for me. It's a little bit light now, but I have done the, this test, and I reckon I got a third to go. But it's not the easiest one to be able to tell. Some you can really tell. I reckon I'm about there. But I am someone that takes the stopper out, so it'll probably be more like there. So I reckon I got a third to go. Did I tell you my starting weight? 30.11, because I can't properly measure it. I think when I take the stopper off, I'll be able to measure it. And then last but not least is my eyeshadow palette. I hit pan, or my second shade. This is the Nyx Lid Lingerie. I don't think this exists anymore. I hit pan today. I knew I was so bloody close. I knew it. So I did go a little bit heavier, but it's such a wearable pink that you can't even tell that I've gone ham on it. I knew it was right there. I could just feel it was on the cusp. And then I saw that tiny little glimmer of light shine on through. And you know that feeling, guys. If you're watching this, you know that feeling. And I was like, yes. Internally, I was like, yeah. My goal was to hit pan on 2 shades, and I've done that now. I am going to declutter this. I wanted to just get some use out of it, which I have. I did use this a few times with this Nudestix eyeshadow. This paired really well with the pink, these two, and the Nudestix. So I did use the other shades a little bit as well, but I am going to call this a day. Don't think it exists anymore. It's just an average formula, which was good for transition shades, but I don't think I would dab into the darker shades anymore. I used it a lot. I feel like I've had good use out of it over the years. So I am going to declutter this one, and I'm going to replace it. I like to put in eyeshadows. I don't try and pan whole eyeshadow palettes. I can't. I have too many eyeshadows that I want to play with. But I like to have an eyeshadow palette that I focus on during the week for like transition shades, simple looks, things like that. So I'm going to put in my Maybelline Lemonade Craze because it's really nice, easy shimmers. I'm not going to put pressure on which shade I'm going to hit pan on. I'm gonna organically see what happens. If I had to predict, it's probably gonna be one of these middle 4 because they're such easy shades to wear. Any of the neutral shades I tend to hit pan on the quickest. So we're not going to weigh this. I'm just going to do visual, see how we go. But yeah, I think this would be a nice palette to just have for every day when I don't want to think about it. All right, that completes the video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.